Hey guys, we're here from Gladewater, Texas. This is
Tori.
And I'm Christina. We're here to talk about History Club.
And all the things you can do with it.
Yeah. It first started with our new history teacher, US, by the way. Her name is Mary Bailey, and she's a pretty awesome teacher. And the reason that we started this is to help kids understand history from past, present, and future, and to also have fun while doing awesome activities that she creates.
We've done a lot of programs. We've done the Veterans Day program. We've done the Jamboree, which is a parade. We all dressed up in really cute costumes, like from Egyptian time all the way to now. And it was really fun.
We've also participated in a Veterans Day program honoring the veterans here at our local school, Gladewater High School. We talked about how if you set up a white table, if you lay a candle out, it's to remember them, a lemon, because losing them is sour.
Salt. And tears. What else? A Bible. That was on the table too.
Yeah. And then you lean the chair up because it's a fallen veteran and they're not coming home. But you still remember them and recognize them.
What else?
Christmas Day.
Yeah, we did the Christmas Day program. That was really fun. I wasn't in it, but they were.
Yeah, we just here in our town of Gladewater, it's small, but every year we have a Christmas parade. And this year we decided to participate it as the History Club. I want to introduce you to our sponsor, Miss Bailey.
Hello. I'm gonna let the kids do it.
She's a little camera shy.
It's okay. But that was Miss Bailey. All right. Right behind us is our Facebook page. If you guys would like, you can go and add us.
All these are from the Jamboree Parade. We have a hippie, we have some flappers, we have Marilyn Monroe, we have Egyptians, we have little drummer boy. We have a bunch of little things.
Kind of explain, like, the Jamboree was in the local town, but it was our first time to be in it.
Yeah, it was our History Club has just started this year, and it was our first time ever doing something like this, and it was nerve-wracking.
Yeah, and especially just coming into it, like, head on, it was a little, let's say, flimsy. Yeah.
It had kinks.
Still have a little kinks, but hey, we're fixing it next year. But this year we have decided to open up our club to everyone, and it'll be like that for, ever until she leaves, unless it carries on.
Carry on.
Yeah. But
it's done pretty good, and we're gonna start doing these. I called them letters of love because we're gonna take them to the nursing homes and the veterans in the nursing home and just everybody who doesn't really get much love. And I feel like that's going to be a really big thing, and hopefully we can carry that on.
Yeah, because even at Christmas time, some of the veterans don't get as much appreciation as what they should. But Miss Bailey figured this would help them, enjoy this holiday that some people don't exactly care to share with them. But we're fixing to start making those in this next week. If you guys would like to send some ideas or some letters,
just let us know.
Yeah. You can always go to us on Twitter and message us there.
Mine is Tori Reynolds, I think.
Mine's at ChrissyBerry772. And I've also tagged on Twitter that we've done some things in History Club, some pictures and things like that.
It's really fun and really neat. We need y'all's opinion about more fundraisers to do because we are a little club. We don't have much money at all. We're starting out from scratch.
Everything that we've done so far has been from the pocket. Like Miss Bailey, she provides so much, and that's amazing. But what we're trying to do is get to where everyone can contribute, and we can get fundraiser going out to where we don't have to pay out of pocket anymore. Like one of our fundraisers is movie night. We pick a movie in history, or like say if we were Christmas movies. If we were saying like the World War II, we could do Monument Men and do the movie over that and then talk about it as History Club.
and we have like pizza, drinks, and we just have a really good time. And we all just want to get to know each other better. It's not like we separate from anybody. We want to invite people to have fun and relax and just have a good time.
We also, in History Club, because it is a club, we have officers. We have a president, a vice president, a secretary, a librarian, and a treasurer. She's going to tell you what they all do.
Our president kind of just rolls it, makes sure everything's going smoothly, runs our meetings. And if he's not there, our vice president kind of takes over and steps up and does his job. Our treasurer, he makes sure all the bookkeeping and stuff like that. And secretary, they usually just sit in the meetings and write all the stuff down and make sure we know what's going to go on and how everything went at the meeting, and so things like that.
Talk about how we have 2 of each.
Oh, yeah, we have 2.
And when we have our meetings and why
We have so many members in History Club right now, which is amazing, and we're hoping for so many more next year when the freshmen come up. But right now we have 2 of each office, mostly because we have meetings in the mornings, afternoon, and in an advisory period we now have. The reason we have 2 is just in case a certain president or one of the officers can't make it, the other one is there. That way everything is covered and everything runs smoothly.
And the way we have the meetings, it's if you can't make one, you have 2 other chances. And you have to attend these meetings.
It's mandatory. Starting next year, like we said, it just started up, so we didn't exactly have the rules set out for our members. But now that we do, next year you have to attend 3 meetings no matter what. And we have 9 meetings, so really it's not that hard.
It really isn't. And our meetings go by, you would think they'd be long and dreary, but they're not. They go by fast, and we have fun, and it's a really good experience for everybody.
What else?
Fundraisers and field trips. We haven't talked about that.
Yeah. One of our field trips that we were going to do this year was going to an ice around the world. It's where ice sculptures are presented with different countries or different symbolisms of different countries, like the Eiffel Tower or, say, the Great Wall of China. Anything that is around the world and is history related, it was there.
And we're also going on a field trip on February 26th, the whole history, history classes, U.S. history. We're going to a museum, and everything this guy has, he has been touched by one president from, Franklin Roosevelt?
I think from all the presidents.
It's going to be fun. And
he also has items from every war that we've ever been in, which is pretty amazing because I feel like it's hard to get something from the Spanish-American War, don't you?
Yeah, I wonder how he got all those things. It doesn't.
I wonder if you could call him a hortitarian.
Right?
All right, but this is generally in History Club. We like to just sit back and talk about history, even if it's not talking about history in general. Just saying, you bring up a topic, say the election. Well, we just talk about presidents from beforehand, like Bush or Jefferson or Roosevelt, and then we just what are the qualities that this president has with this one. We talk about a lot, actually.
We really do, and we get really in depth with everything, and we have a little bit of arguments from each side, but we'll be okay.
But of course, we're respectful with everyone's opinions and views.
We're still trying to work out the kinks with the whole trying to raise money, because if we get more money, we can go more places. And
Miss Bailey thought about maybe going to the Holocaust Museum, and because right now in her history classes, U.S., by the way, we're studying World War II, where Hitler is kind of taking over slowly and, just doing things like that. So she feels like it's going to be a really fun experience if we were to go to the Holocaust Museum. But like we said, low on funds,
because we're just starting out.
So if you guys have any ideas, or if you guys have a history club, we'd love to hear your opinions or any kind of comment saying, hey, this is what you could do, to raise money.
because we thought we've done what was it, cards to veterans before for Christmas, and those turned out really cute. And most of them, I feel like they loved them. I really do.
We also did cards to the soldiers. I can't speak today, guys. Soldiers over the waters.
Over the waters.
Over the seas, guys. But we did cards to them, and because Miss Bailey is actually friends with military officials, officers, things like that. And she had one come speak with us. It was a good friend of hers. And we actually learned a lot about what the military is about and how they help and everything like that. It's a pretty cool experience.
I was absent that day.
Were you?
I feel like I was.
Yeah, it was Sergeant Franks.
Oh. But anyways, we've also done little Valentine's things. No, they were Christmas. They were Christmas.
yeah.
They were Christmas candy canes. I'm so sorry. And those were really fun. Like the kids would buy a candy cane for 50 cents. They would send it to whoever they want. Couldn't say anything bad on it because we don't need to be rude in school. But
We checked them.
yeah,
Yeah.
we checked them, and that was.
But that was actually a really big success. Just in case you guys have an idea or need an idea, candy grams every Christmas, guys.
It's really fun, and History Club is not just about it's a bunch of geeks getting together and
Talking about history,
no.
that's not it at all.
Half-
Yes, we talk about history, but we also
we talk about everything in general, and we don't have like people go, you have the nerds and geeks in your club. No, we have everybody from everything. We have jocks. I'm a dancer and I'm on the drill team,
I'm in choir, but I love history,
and it's really, and we have an amazing teacher.
All right, I'm going to join in.
This is Miss Bailey, by the way, in case new viewers haven't noticed her or seen her
Okay,
yet.
and we have another one of our members. Caitlin, get up on in here. Come on.
I'm good.
Okay, just real quick. There's Caitlin. She's shy, just like me. But one of the things I really wanted the kiddos to talk about was as far as fundraising. They keep mentioning fundraising. We have a brand new club this year, and with any club, it's brand new and you're trying to start it. So we have no money, and we really don't want to ask the school, which it does. What school really has money to just throw away at you? So we try to do whatever we can ourselves, and we've been very limited this year. And with the state restrictions and the federal restrictions, it's really hard to try to raise money. So we're really kind of hoping people have some ideas. We don't want to compete against other clubs that do like carnations at Valentine's or beef jerky or whatever. So, and we're only allowed to do 2 major fundraisers as well. So that's what we were trying to look for, some ideas for things like that.
So if y'all have any ideas, send them our way. We would love to tell you our ideas, what we have on minds, and what y'all have. We would love to know.
And any comments that you guys may have or any kind of ad lib would be awesome. Any kind of commentary is the best commentary.
As long as it's not mean.
No.
I feel like they wouldn't do anything mean, though.
Oh, there's some. Okay, check and see if we have some.
All right.
Oh, that was another one. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that was an old one.
Oh.
That was from the other session.
This is our first time doing this, just in case you didn't pick that up already.
Yeah, you can tell we're new at this.
But I see that we do have a viewer. If you would love to just message us real quick on the
Chat.
and
Say hi.
give us some feedback, that'd be pretty awesome.
It
Oh,
really
they just left.
Bye.
Okay. Well, what about like if anyone else has formed another kind of a club too? Because ours, we say history, we do history stuff, but we really are kind of like a family where we're trying to do things in the community, take care of some of our own. We have tons of ideas, no pocket money, but it's all about having fun and learning history,
We have a local museum here in our town, and I was going to talk to her about it, but I feel like the History Club should go and actually tour it. That way we get a better understanding of where we actually came from.
I've been to it, and it's really, it's might be small, but you learn a lot. Elvis Presley was in our town. How amazing was that? Johnny Cash wrote, was it Johnny Cash? I think it was. Johnny Cash wrote Walk the Line or something.
Yeah, that was Johnny Cash.
Yeah, he wrote it backstage in our Opry House. I mean, it's amazing how you never know these things, and you can go there, and the people that run the help and volunteer they're really nice and they're really sweet, and they're kind of old, so they can't really get up and help y'all through it. I mean, it's a bunch of pictures and cases, and I've been with my grandpa, and he's lived here a long time, and he was like, oh, this is what happened here, and this is how this happened, and it was amazing, and I feel like the club would love it, and maybe one day we could help them run it.
They actually want us to volunteer and clean the fire truck. So talk about our volunteer hours in the community service.
All right. So here at GHS with our cute little history club, we also have volunteer hours that every member is required to follow. You must have 5 hours of community service every semester, and that's actually not asking a lot because we have a lot of activities and events that we do and that we participate in.
And just by the volunteer work, I mean, you're getting out there. Everybody's going to see you. Everybody's going to know you. You're going to have fun. You're going to meet new people, and you never know. Dim people might like the same thing you like, and you'll just have an amazing time. And I mean, History Club is amazing. Any club is amazing. This is my first club to actually be in, and I am loving it.
We're talking about some of the volunteer things like cleaning graves.
Oh yeah,
Not necessarily veterans, but just cemeteries or helping elderly with their yards that they can't do, just to do something for hours and get together and kind of have us hang out.
Like, I know my great grandpa, he has a World War II stone at the bottom of his grave, and it's like no one's seen it. Like, they don't even weed eat around it. You can lose track of what's where if you don't take care of it and manage it. Mm-hmm. By doing that, it wouldn't just help us and give us community service, it would help everybody else.
Or even some things that some people may think is a little bit morbid, but just to walk through a cemetery and look at the headstones to see how they've changed.
I love doing that.
You know, as the kids say, back in the Gap, back in the olden days, skulls and crossbones would be on a grave, and today you would think it would be morbid. So to see how things have changed and time has changed since.
And I remember that one year that the soldier came home and they buried him in 2011, and we had this huge parade, and I went, and it was just amazing how all these people got together and helped. I mean, you never think these little things can happen, but you can start a difference with each and every club. It doesn't have to be History Club. It can be a science club. It can be a math club. It can be whatever. It's amazing how stuff happens.
We still have one viewer, so ask them if they want to comment.
Hey there, one viewer. We don't exactly can see your name here, but if you would love to comment in the chat, go ahead. Any question, any comment, that'd be pretty awesome.
Reason why you joined us.
Yeah. I mean, do you have a history club? Do you have questions about ours?
Do you have any club we can help y'all with, like ideas?
Theater, choir, drama.
You can help us.
Yeah, you can help us if you want to. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's anything.
We've also talked about having different speakers.
Oh, yeah, different speakers.
Not necessarily only military, because, there's more to history than just military.
It really is. There's a lot of stuff that happens around every day, and you don't realize it. I mean, like today in class, we were talking about this new 3D app thing, and that brought history to life, honestly. We had, what was it?
Erasma.
It's called Erasma. It's really cool. It had, who was the one speaking on it? That when we pointed to the dollar bill, it was
Kennedy.
It was really cool. It showed his speech. And it just made history come to life for me. I don't know about any of y'all, but
it was pretty cool. Really just download an app on your phone, and they have these little cards, or you can make your own, and you just put your phone over it and it brings it to life. And I was like, well, that's pretty cool. Look at where technology is going. It's not even just about presidents or just wars. Think about how 20 or 200 years ago, electricity wasn't even thought of, but now look at us, we're live chatting.
Do you know more than 20, 30 years?
I said 200.
Oh, not that many. But just in general, I mean, it may be hard to see. Y'all scoot aside. See, it's kind of hard to see on our screen, but we do have a Twitter page too. So, we have a lot of parents and grandparents that have connected with our Facebook and our Twitter page. and they can see how the students are interacting and what they're doing. You know, like the girls had said in the beginning, our little town is next to another small little town, and in the South, you know, we celebrate Potato Festival and Onion Festival, and we had a big sweet potato festival. So there was a parade, and our school usually is not in that parade, but they gave us the option. And
I mean, it isn't a rival town for us. I mean, we're little and they're a little town, and we have the same colors. I mean, we wouldn't expect them, hey, why don't y'all come over and we have a history? You can be in our parade. And it was really cool. I mean, little kids, me and another girl would run. We were Egyptians, and I was, who was I again?
Cleopatra.
Yeah, I was Cleopatra, and we would run up to these little kids, and they would just give us high fives. And I mean, just little things like that. I mean, then they can be like, "Oh, Mama, I saw this person.
Who is it?"
Yeah, and they can learn at a young age, and it's amazing.
One of the greatest things for me, since this was the first year we had this here, and this is my first year at this school, but it was one of the days that the students actually did not have to come to school. It was a professional development day. So we had about 45 students that came to school on their day off, and they spent the whole day at this parade and the little festivities afterwards. And like Tori was saying, they were going out into the crowd and shaking hands with, you know, the little kids and all. But then one of our students, and
Pictures.
yeah, we had one student that was dressed up as like a court jester.
Oh, he was flipping down the streets, and
Yeah.
all, everybody, like my grandmother, could not stop laughing. Oh, I still got 2 viewers. What's up?
But this boy, you know, this was back in October, so it was new for me to get to know these kids and their personalities, and I've since learned his, but he was really shy in my class.
That's
and that's
him,
him
right?
taking a flip, yeah.
Right there.
But it was kind of interesting because he was shy and quiet, and then as we're walking around the corner, he saw an older gentleman with a Vietnam veteran's hat on. And he came over to me and he says, "Miss Bailey, can I go shake that gentleman's hand?" I said, "Who? Do you know him?" And he said, "No, but he's wearing a Vietnam veteran's hat." And that, even right now, I'm choked up about it. That just made my heart swell that this young man realized the gratefulness of this gentleman. And then after he went, like almost everybody, except like 2 people that were ahead of the rest of the
Yeah.
crowd, and then even one walked back, they were jumping off the float and shaking this guy's hand. And it was really cool. It was
I
a
mean-
moment to see, and it's like that's what the history club's about, getting the kids out there exposed. Some of them had never been in a parade.
I mean, I've been in it because of drill team, but I've never been in something that I would actually dress up and like, I mean, everybody, it was amazing. We had a drummer boy. It was amazing. If y'all want to know we started this, I mean, comment. We can help y'all. I mean, we can tell y'all what we did and how it became a success. I mean, we might be little, but I mean, we started it and
Text Storm.
it
Thank
worked.
you. Text Storm, if you're still with us, thanks for that comment. That was cool.
Yeah.
Here's some
What's up?
other photos from that parade that we had. Look over here. See, we have the Southern Belle, and we even have Miss Bailey's son, which they've been in multiple reenactments, actually. And this is actually some of their bought clothes, and these guns over here are actually real guns from the reenactments and the actual battles.
I mean, we weren't going to use them. I mean,
No.
no, not at all. But it was really neat how we had all this stuff happen.
We
Oh.
created our own little hashtag.
Hashtag History Made Us. Well, that's what ours is, and it's pretty cool. We took time and we made the sign, and we had little Pocahontas over here.
Miss Ledbetter, our sponsor, one of the sponsors with
Yeah.
us.
This is Miss Ledbetter, and
We
here's
had-
another soldier and a drummer, actually.
Yeah, we had band. One of our students has a band drum, and they were doing a drum and fife. The student next to him, you can't really see her, but
She's there.
she had her piccolo out, and they were playing Yankee Doodle. So it was really cool. I mean, we got a lot of cheers from the crowd.
I mean, it was something you would have to be there to experience. I mean, just little things like that will change everything forever. I mean, there's our drummer boy, and we have a little 50 girl in the back that's one of my close friends. She doesn't go to our school, but we needed
Over here on the trailer is Marilyn and Cleopatra just chatting it up like nobody's
Yeah, I
business.
mean, we were just getting it like we've been long lost sisters or something. I mean,
We had a king and a queen.
Here's
there's
our actual.
Our pharaohs, but he was being shy.
he didn't want his picture taken.
And the ladies, we had Rosa, the girl
She was
with the
going.
flag.
She was going around Black Power.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah,
She
this
was having
really
fun.
And it's actually kind of amazing because now you can actually see Black history, future and past. Because back then this would never have been allowed, but now it's amazing that it's allowed, and it's actually this picture says a lot from history in total. It's beautiful when you look at it.
I mean, we're not all history geeks, but I mean,
But I can honestly admit, I know Christina mentioned when it was Meet the Teacher night that, I love history because that was my question. Do you like history? And I think when I talked to Tori, she's like, it's okay.
I wasn't there on Meet the Teacher night.
You weren't?
Mm-mm. I didn't get to come.
Well, I know one girl that's in the club. The other Tori. We have two Tories in our club.
I'm the real Tori.
Yeah. But the other Tori, when I asked her, sorry, Tori, I didn't mean to confuse you.
It's okay.
I said, do you like history? She's like, it's boring. I slept a lot last year. And when we started the club at first, she didn't join into it.
No.
And then she did, and she's made an attempt to get to quite a few. And she's like, okay, this is cool. This is fun.
I mean, we try to do shirts, but I mean, I was emailing designs, and it was going to be a really cool design. But I mean, not a lot of people. Like, a lot of people just kind of, like, didn't.
The prices on the
Yeah.
shirts is what hurt us. And that's been our biggest problem, has been money. Like I said, we're not an affluential school by no means.
Oh,
So
no, we're tiny little redneck school, if y'all know what that means. I mean,
they do. But we've just tried to do small, simple things. And most of the stuff that we've tried to do has been free. And we've really tried to do more than, for us, we've been giving back to the community.
it's not receiving. We've given a lot of stuff. I mean, it's something fun. I mean, me and Christina, we take over if an officer's not around. I mean, we
People
help out.
step up.
We step up and we're like, okay, this needs to be done and this needs to be done. And it's amazing how stuff like that can just happen. I mean, how this club was just automatically coming around.
One of the things is just small, simple things of giving back. At Christmas time, there was, I had a former student of mine, and he's stationed in Germany. And I was asking him, is there anything that me personally, as your friend, could do for you? And he's like, I want some Mexican candy. So I was talking to Tori about it, and another one of my students overheard, and her dad owns a Mexican candy store. And she said, I'll get some, and I'll just give it, So
I mean,
it was just a
If nobody-
conversation that another history club member just stepped up and sent him a big box of candy.
things like that, like all the letters we've made, I mean, it was amazing how little things like that, you never know. You could be changing somebody. Like, I mean, hopefully soon. My grandpa is a veteran of Vietnam, and
Christmas. Okay.
my
Sorry, guys. I was trying to get a picture for you guys, but continue. Okay.
my grandpa's a Vietnam veteran, and they have a plaque down in the middle of the town that has all the Vietnam and all the World War stuff on it. And I was kind of seeing if we could hopefully contact some of them people and maybe have a little luncheon or something for them. I mean, that would be amazing. I know they would love it. And
Well, we did a veterans lunch on
oh yeah, we did a veterans lunch, and
and
it was
never had that before.
oh yeah, we've never had that. I mean, it was totally different, and it was so cool.
We only have 3 vets on campus, but still, they've never been right before.
I mean, we have a sergeant on campus.
We actually have multiple teachers who are veterans. We have Coach Clark. We have
Sergeant Medina.
Yeah.
If you
we
can't
even
tell.
we have
principal, Mr. Head.
yeah
Oh,
one of our principals, Mr. Head.
That's what
But we also have teachers who weren't actually involved, still helped, like our teacher, Miss Lawson. She took care of the children, the soldiers' children who weren't able to take care of them during the war, which is a really respectable and amazing thing to do.
I mean, every little thing, like, it doesn't matter what. I mean, if y'all have questions or anything, we can answer them. I mean, there's 2 viewers. We would love to answer your questions.
Or
Or input or
comments
anything.
or commentary, anything really. It'd be
Questions are weird,
Oh.
very
What did I do?
interested in
Just kidding.
history.
But it's kind of helped you get to know the town and the teachers, you
Yeah,
know,
I
what they've
mean-
done, what.
You wouldn't expect us, a little town, to learn all this stuff, but I mean,
And really, the biggest thing, the reason like this has all happened is because of Miss Bailey. She had a history club at the last school that she taught at, and she brought it over. And I'm actually really glad that she did, because I've learned so much, and I've actually gained a lot of friendships from this.
I mean,
It's not just about history; it's about becoming a new person and getting new friendships and friends that are last forever. I can think of 3 people who, if I leave today and don't come back for 10 years, they're still going to remember me.
I know I would. I mean, we don't talk very much, but we talked in club, and me and Caitlin don't talk very much, but it's the club that has brought everyone together. I mean, we have jocks talking to people who they would never talk to before.
I
I don't. I mean,
Typical band geek.
Yeah.
band geeks, we have them. I mean, we have a bunch of them, but they talk to everybody. I mean, it's not just, oh, we're going to separate y'all because you're a geek and you're not, and we like history, so y'all have to be separate and learn at separate times. No, we all come together, and we don't care what other people are doing or who they are. I mean, it's history. We love to learn about that, and hopefully in the future we can do bigger and better things with it. I mean, I would love to.
Like we've said, we'd love to get some questions and love to give some answers. So if you guys would go to question and answers and just
Some advice.
or some advice even, if you guys
Do
would.
you have plans to
If you're interested in starting a history club, just do it. That's what we did. You know, probably make mistakes and have a lot of roadblocks. We had a lot of great ideas, and just the time and the effort.
All right, Tech
The plans to
Storm.
expand.
We do actually have plans to expand. We right now have about 35 members.
At first, we had about 70 or so,
Yeah.
but I
And
mean,
people just stopped
Yeah.
coming.
it slowly.
It slowly started going down because we were participating in a lot of things, and some kids weren't exactly wanting to do that.
Well, and also like athletic practice
Yeah.
or other.
Yeah, I mean-
Fall is a really tough time. And once the kids realized we were doing a lot of stuff after school, it was hard to get there. So that's why we started to do before and after school meetings.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know I dance in the morning, so I'm not able to come to the meetings in the mornings. But I love going to the meetings after school. I mean, you sign in, you talk about what you have to talk about, and you have fun about talking. Oh, excuse me, talking about it, and then you go home.
So
Choose
yes,
that one.
we do have plans to expand.
I mean, hopefully we can get this around, and maybe other schools would love to do it too.
Thank you for the comments.
Thank you, Miss Deborah Atcherson. Thank you, and I'm glad you think we're doing a good job.
I mean, it's the first time.
Thank
so,
you.
I mean,
Also to Jamie Donnelly.
thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks.
That's our lady, Miss Jamie.
Mm.
Any more?
Uh,
I don't think so.
Okay. Just the idea, if you want to start a history club or some kind of a club, just do it. You know, like Nike, just do it. And if
Huh?
you have a road obstacle, go around it, go through it, just try something. It's all for the kids. It's what the kids are into is what we talk about, what we discuss. With the presidential election coming up, we have one student that is really interested in politics, and she's interested in speaking to the history club about certain candidates, you know, and she's a very liberal Democrat, and we have another student that's very conservative Republican. So we may have them do a little debate or even a small little town hall and have the students in the history club as the town hall members. With the election coming up, and most of the history club members will be voting by next year, so
Yeah.
it
I
helps
mean-
to get them informed.
Election day's on my birthday, so I mean, I'll be okay with that.
Yeah, but let's see.
And our principal's been extremely supportive.
Oh yeah, our principal. We have a new principal this year, and she came from this bigger school. I mean, she has done a lot for us, and we could not ever believe how much to thank her. I mean, she's amazing.
We take something to her and she's like, okay.
I
Not
was
once
running.
have we heard no.
No, I was running errands one day, and she's like, "Oh, is this okay with Miss Bailey?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Okay, go get her to sign this, come back, and it's fine with me." I said, "Okay." I was running errands that day. It was very.
Tex Storm, you're doing awesome with the comments.
Asking something.
No, he or she, whoever Tex Storm is. He said, no questions, but very interesting. History is awesome. We totally agree with you. History is the bomb.
It's the bomb diggity. I mean, there's so much to learn. I mean, every day is a new day with history. I mean, you never know what's going to happen next, and that's the fun part about it.
Yeah.
And this our little picture.
Yeah.
There's our little.
Joker.
Right.
Yes.
This is our,
He was backflipping that day too.
Oh,
he's our jester and our Santa for the parade. Here's some of our elf and reindeer, and then just some of our supporters.
We're up there, yeah.
yeah.
And then when we did the club too, when we did the parade, this was student driven, student vehicle. So the students, I mean, with the history club, it's all on the students. I give it to them and let them run. You know, what movie do you want to see? What day? They plan it. They talk about it, and it's all basically student led. They lead the meetings.
She's just there for looks.
I'm just there because we need a principal or a teacher here. But the students will say, you know, Christina will come to me and say, in the next meeting, we need to mention this, or Tori will say that. And they write an agenda down, and they talk with the officers, or, you know,
And I'm
the
gonna tell you
officers
something.
will talk about
that
something.
I'll tell you something that
We have
would
more
really help.
questions. See if there's more
Oh.
questions.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that.
Open your Q&A
All right.
over this one.
I did. Okay.
There's some more questions.
What do you like to see change by next year?
By next year, I hope that we have a lot more members and that we also have a lot more fundraising opportunities and volunteer opportunities.
And like a lot more things to do
Yeah.
with
I also hope that our fellow organizations help us raise money and participate in some of the things that we have.
Like they said over and over, this is our first year, so we will be a little bit more organized. I've had a club at my previous school, but every school is different and how things operate are different as well. So with our first year under our belt and the students doing it and what they see and what they want,
I mean,
will
next
help
year's going to be a
us.
really sad year. We're both going to be seniors, and Miss Bailey, I mean, I don't want to leave. I mean, Miss Bailey's made history amazing. I used to not like history at all, but I mean,
Like,
I
Miss
love it.
Bailey, to be honest, is the reason I want to become a teacher. I haven't told that to anybody yet, but
no, well,
Yeah.
now the
I
whole
plan
world
on-
knows it.
I plan on becoming a teacher because of you.
Now the whole world knows it, you know?
Miss Bailey is really inspiring, and like I said, she's the reason because she inspired me. I didn't think today or this year was going to be a good year, but it is,
mean-
and it's because of her.
You stepped into the classroom, and I'm the shortest one in the classroom, and I already got a nickname. I mean, and there's two Tories. Well, technically there's three.
Her
but-
name's Little Bit, by the way. She may not have wanted it to be said, but
But it's okay. I mean, it's my
Little
dog.
bit.
It's my dog's name, and then at school, it's my nickname. I mean, we have two Tories. I mean, when you need something done, call me. I'll be there. Gotcha. Or you get Christina. She's always there for you too. I mean,
there's more questions.
oh, there's more
all right.
questions.
And with these are two students that most likely would not have been like in the same circle. They have totally, completely different interests, where without the history club, they wouldn't, you know, oh, hi, in the hallway, maybe. But now you see the two of them sitting here holding this hangout, conducting it, and organizing and talking. And I've seen a lot of students that are really shy that have stepped up.
I mean, honestly, I would never thought Christina would talk to me because I'm considered one of the populars because I'm on the drill team. I mean, everybody thinks, oh, cheerleaders, drill team, and footballer and jocks. I mean, not all of us are. I mean, Christina does theater and all that. I never thought she would talk to me, but me and her pretty much, if the officers don't run, we run.
All right.
Anyone?
Miss Jamie Donnelly, thanks for saying I used to not like history at all, but Miss Bailey is amazing.
Definitely
I
need
agree.
to write this down. Yep.
All right. Are there any more questions or comments that you guys would like to ask?
I mean, anything like that.
I know that these sessions are going to be recorded, but you can still talk to us on Facebook or Twitter.
I mean,
You can friend us at Facebook at, what are we on Facebook?
Well,
It's Gladewater, and then History Club is together.
All right. It's Gladewater and then History Club, no spaces. All right.
if you don't know how to spell Glade water, it's literally
Yeah,
Glade.
it's right up
water.
there.
It's literally
And then
Glade
Twitter,
and
Tell
water.
them your Twitter handles again slowly.
All right. I am
Hold on, I'll be
at
right back.
Chris, CHRIS, Berry, BERRY, 772, Twitter.
And then we are at GHS_History Club, all together one word, for Twitter.
And I always post things about History Club. I posted how we were doing this broadcast, and I also posted some pictures of us during the Jamboree Parade, like we talked about earlier.
And we can put our Twitter and Facebook on the link.
Mine is at Tori Reynolds, TORRIEREYNOLDS 3. And that's my Twitter. I mean, I'm gonna post stuff about History Club and I mean everything. I mean, if y'all have questions or anything.
We would really appreciate some ideas, some
Yeah.
tips, pointers. If you have a history club or a club and you've done some really awesome fundraisers or just events, or if you just want to connect with us and maybe meet or do a hangout with your class, your
I mean, that would be
Club.
amazing.
just anything like that, we're open to suggestions, comments.
And you guys can always text us that on Twitter, me or Tori, or even GHS. We'll answer to all.
on.
But thanks again, Miss
Trish
Hold on.
Jones, you did in B105, Trish Jones.
Well, thank
That's
you,
cool.
Miss Jones.
Also, thanks again to Miss Jamie Donnelly saying Miss Bailey has a way of encouraging students to be their best. You are all very lucky.
Miss Jamie's partial because she is our wonderful instructional technologist. So we love you, Miss Jamie.
We really
And
do.
we thank you for joining us, our viewers, and those of you that are watching us on a live recording
Live
recording
stream.
of our
feed.
live stream.
Live stream.
We appreciate it.
I mean, we're going to take this time, I guess, and see if y'all have any answers or any questions. My bad. We'll have answers. Oh, it's been a long day. I mean,
Oh, guys, just so you know, this is Casey. She's pretty amazing as well.
and that's
This
her
Miss
daughter.
Bailey. Yeah, this is Miss Bailey's daughter. She's legit awesome.
She's
Dang.
legitness.
Another history club member.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a history club member too.
And Casey's actually been in History Club for more than 1 year, unlike us.
yeah,
She's been in there multiple times. So you want to say anything about your previous History Club?
It was awesome going on the field trips, mostly learning a lot of history and being able to hang out with my friends. I liked it a lot because it gets you closer to people you never thought you would get close to. So you kind of get the family experience, I guess you could say.
Family at school.
it's really.
Shout out to Casey and her awesome comments. How are you? Woo!
I don't know. Is there anything y'all would say? I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, I'm dumbfounded on words now.
It's just not now. It's always. That's always her.
That's the love.
That's the family love you get when you're in history club together.
But it's all in good fun.
Yeah, it's-
Natalie. I don't know your last
Okay,
name, but
what did she say?
she said I was excited as well. Maybe the presenter isn't available.
No, that was from this morning.
Oh, just
Oh.
kidding. But thank you, Natalie.
I think
What
she
was that
should
one,
be the
Eric?
blonde. CJ's next year. She thought about viral field trips.
All right.
That
Which one? Oh, okay. Miss Jamie has a question. Have you thought about viral field trips?
Virtual.
Virtual.
Yes. Yes.
Apparently, Miss Bailey
Oh,
has.
She has yet to inform us. Oh, it was a secret. You done blown it, Miss Jamie.
Yes.
How could you?
All right. Do you have any more questions or comments, Miss Jamie Donnelly?
I mean, you're blowing up our feed here.
That's
Which
good,
is-
though.
Pretty
Yeah,
awesome.
really.
Thank
She's
you.
asking, helping us out. Virtual field trips, I had not mentioned it to the students, but we actually have a trunk from the Oklahoma City bombing with artifacts and stuff, and their eyes just got really big.
Really?
And it's on its way within the next month, and inside of it, the students can see like pieces of the building. They can see personal effects that were left there and recovered. So that is one, and then we could take a field trip of the museum and of the memorial in Oklahoma City through the computer. We can see it, a virtual. And then also we have for our U.S. history, but we can use it in the U.S. history class and with our history club, a trunk from World War II with World War II facts and
And
memorial
when
memorabilia.
When
That
are you
should-
gonna tell
Yeah,
us?
like when were you gonna notify us about this?
Well, we have a meeting this Friday, so I was going to tell everyone this
Oh,
Friday.
well,
So
Surprise!
She was supposed to tell us first, guys.
yeah,
How could
we
she?
just made a national announcement.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, waiting to hunt down the FedEx man because the World War II trunk should be here any day. We've been anxiously waiting. I
He needs to
have.
hurry up.
Yes, FedEx, hurry up, please. Any more
You
questions?
guys are doing great.
All right. Are there any other questions? Or
If you would love to join in, you can. I mean, we would hear y'all.
Yeah.
Like I mentioned, the World War II museum's trunk and the one from Oklahoma City bombing, there's others as well. Your local historical societies have, down in Houston, they have one for the Holocaust Museum. And then I think like El Paso, they have them as well. So if you're interested, you can just text or tweet to me or to the girls and I can get you that information about that. Or you could just Google them. But they're mostly free. Some of them you may have to pay shipping, like the U.S. World War II Museum, we pay shipping and it's not much. It's $75. But the others, Oklahoma City, that's free, and the Holocaust museums are free. And I think there's also some Civil War. I know I got something from Gettysburg when I was teaching 8th grade U.S. history. And it had uniforms and all the things that the Civil War soldiers would wear. So that's really some cool things for the students. And since my husband and I reenact, I have all that stuff. So I didn't get that for us. The kids have seen all that already in the parade. But there's those opportunities to bring those things in for your history club as well. So if you tweet to me or email me, I can get you that information if you're interested. Or you can just Google it.
All right, Miss Jamie, thank you for saying so cool. And her question is?
Do we go on field trips? We haven't yet, but we're going to.
There's a lot of places we'd like to go. It's just bus fare is so expensive, and that has to come out of our club's funds. And
That's
right
true.
now we are
Very
below $100 because we're new and we're still trying to organize and get fundraising things approved that are not in conflict with another group. And with state regulations, there's only so many things we can do. So we're still just kind of organizing and seeing. And this, I guess, would be a year of service because we're serving others before ourselves.
Yeah, this year we've done more things for the community than we have for ourselves. And I mean,
And for other clubs as well. Like Theater Club, when we did the Jamboree, we we showcased their costumes and how beautiful they were and things like that. So
and some
The
of the
veterans was the choirs
veterans
program, but
yeah.
we were involved in that, and we
Yeah.
ushered the veterans to their seats, and then we had our own program
Yeah,
or our own part to the program.
it was really cool. And hopefully on the Black History program, we could probably get into that. And I mean,
Rosa again.
yeah, we can have Rosa again and have all them good
And she was
people.
really good Rosa.
She was very good.
She it was amazing what she did. I mean, she was over here, Black Power.
She was in character.
She was in character all day.
All right. Are there any other questions or comments that you guys may have?
I know we're asking a lot about the questions and all that, but it's because we see y'all two little viewers. I see you. I see you. And we would just love to hear what y'all have to say. I mean, we're new to this and kind of nervous.
It's been a great experience for us. We've had full support from the principals, full support
All
from
three principals.
the teachers and parents, grandparents. We had one student whose dad is, I guess, the official but not official photographer for the school, and
Yeah.
he took a lot of our pictures for us and put them on our History Club page.
And I know my dad just loves it when I volunteer him to drive for us in the parades.
And one of the local car companies, car dealerships, let us borrow their truck for
And
the
it-
parade.
yeah,
So
it was
we've had a
pretty
lot
cool.
of sponsors, and we're hoping to get a lot more. Just
we just
getting
got
out there.
Yeah, it's just getting out there and helping. I mean, the museums are open on that museum downtown is only on Saturdays. I mean, so I mean, maybe we can help some of them out and take the burden off of them. And I mean, if
And we
Gusher Days coming
Yeah,
up.
I was
Yeah,
just going to
Gusher
say, we
Days.
also have Gusher Days here in our local town, and it's a yearly annual thing. We always have it because it's so
it's
respectable
about
to our
the
town.
oil boom.
Yeah.
Oil boom.
Which is what our town is known
Yeah,
for.
Yeah.
Oil
that's
boom and then
we're the antique capital of East Texas.
Yeah, that too. We have a bunch of antique stores, which I was actually going to talk to Miss Bailey about going down because they have a lot of.
That's another trip that I was going to bring up Friday.
Well,
that
Miss Bailey,
we walked
look
through-
at her.
we
We're
walk
thinking
through the
beforehand.
antique stores and find something that piques your interest that you would not know what it is, and then find out about it, research, and then tell us.
Like I've kidded with my family. I'm like, oh, maybe we could go buy some George Washington's underwear or something. I don't know. I mean,
At the antiques.
yeah, I mean, our town is full of antique stores when you go downtown, and it's amazing how all that history has led up to this town. I mean, we're a tiny little town, and I feel like everything could work.
And the options are out there. Like I said, and we keep saying, it's been a year of service. We have a list of things we want to do. We have a list of things that we could do to fundraise. And we have a lot of students signing up, but then because there's volleyball or there's basketball or there's football or something, that is a conflict for us. So we've got to work through the kinks, and it's our first year to do this, so we're rolling and going, and we're getting there. We're doing small things. We can't expect to go to Washington, D.C. right now, but maybe next year we've got some hindsight, some knowledge. We can plan things, maybe Austin instead of D.C., but it's still an idea. It's things. We've got big ideas, big dreams. These kids have some awesome ideas, and it's just a matter of us getting into it and getting it to go and working. And I've got three. Caitlin's in here too. She just doesn't want to be on
She's
camera.
really quiet.
And not just them, the others, the officers are actually in like a core class, so we couldn't pull them out because it's the middle of the day, school day for us here. But these ladies here were able to come out and tell about it. So they've got awesome ideas. I'm very blessed to have this awesome group of kiddos, and that they're also willing to work, and the opportunities that we have here with our principals that support us and our teachers. So this is I'm hoping it's something that's a legacy long after I'm gone. I don't plan on going anywhere, but after I'm gone, I hope that this is something the kids can continue. So they want to show you their little book of how they keep organized.
Oh, we have two personal ones, but
We have one online, and we also have our handy dandy History Club notebook.
even though it's spelled backwards.
That's because it's a camera.
It's mirror. It's okay. It sees you right.
crazy.
Are there any more questions?
It's a blonde moment. Is
Are there any more questions or comments?
Just check and see if we have any, because we have a couple more viewers.
Yeah, we.
But the girls do keep a notebook. They keep a notebook of the members so that they can do attendance. They keep a notebook with the minutes in it for our club. We have bylaws that will be kept over at our administration. So we are a legitimate club. We're not like an honors club.
We just filled those out the other day, and
I
I mean-
emailed them to you, by the way.
I mean, everything we do, we write it on paper and then we email it to her. That way, if one thing gets lost, we have the written paper. and that way we can keep it in the books.
And we welcome any and all that wants to join, as long as they keep showing up for meetings, show interest, they're welcome.
Yeah, I mean,
And participate in voluntary hours, because even though it may not seem like a lot to the person who's volunteering, it's a lot to the receiver.
it means more than anything. Sorry, we're looking through your little questions right now.
I don't see any new questions or
Not at all.
commentary.
You want to go ahead and start wrapping up?
All right, guys. I think that's going to be all for today. But thanks for watching.
Remember,
And thanks for asking and commenting. You guys were awesome.
remember, you can tweet us or Facebook us.
Once again, ours is GHS capital letters _ History Club, no space. The H in history and the C in club are both capitalized, by the way. And our Twitters, once again, are at capital C HRISBERRY 772.
See, she don't even know how to spell her own name.
It's been a long day, guys. And this is Tori's.
Mine's at Tori Reynolds. It's TORRIEREYNOLDS, no space, and 3.
And we'll be sure to keep you guys posted on new events and things that we're going to be doing. All right, guys. Well, I think that's all for today, but we'll try to come back and talk to you guys
Tell them
another
also
time.
check hashtag history made
Hashtag.
us.
Hashtag history made us. All right, guys. Thanks for watching.